I'm walking on sunshine, woohoo. I'm walking on sunshine, woohoo. I'm walking on sunshine, woohoo. And it's time to feel good. Oh, 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 oh. So my beautiful viewers, how are you feeling? I am so excited. It is just after 6 o'clock here in New Zealand, and I'm having two amazing guests here. It's a guest that is going to blow your socks off. They are also hosts on E360 TV, and you are going to get to know them, and then you are able to follow them and go and watch their shows. And then to all my beautiful diamond beauties and Tanzanite heroes, want to send you all my love. I want you to meet another host that is incredible. All of you know about Laura and her amazing show on a Monday. And now you are going to meet beautiful Stephen. And ooh, ladies, Stephen has a beautiful voice that gives you goosies. And I'm sure when you're going to look at Stephen's show, you will put your glasses on more often just because of his beautiful voice. I'm so excited to be able to interview and have a discussion with these amazing hosts. The show is called, for 1 second, I have had it and now it's gone. And I quickly had to go and see again. Just give me 1 second. Echo of Impact. And my quote specially for today is transformation isn't become someone new. It's about remembering who you truly are and letting the truth empower others. And my beautiful viewers, these two amazing hosts is empowering you. All they need from you is an open heart and your time. And we all know, me as well, time is precious. So I want to say thank you so much for viewing my show, The Power Hour, because you don't know what's going to happen in 1 hour. So excited. I'm going to play my beautiful golden sponsors video. Thank you, my beautiful Ted McLean, for being my sponsor for 8 shows. So if there's any more that would love to sponsor, please let me know. And then I also would love to thank 13 Diamond Beauties and Tanzanite Euro for being my slim soul supporter or angel, as I call you all. Thank you, thank you. Here we go.
When somebody starts talking about money, do you just black out and say, that's not me? Yeah, I get it. Man, I've worked with people all my life with helping them make better money decisions. And I just wrote a book for you. It's a book about my experience helping people who don't like money make better money decisions. Take a look at it. It's available now on Amazon.
My guest is in the house. My guest is in the house. I'm so excited. My beautiful Laura, can you please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from? And then we will go over to beautiful Stephen.
Thank you, Sanet. Yeah, Laura Cross, and I am in Fairgrove, Missouri. I just returned here from Colorado, but this is my home in Missouri. And I am the host of Mindful Mondays with Laura Cross TV show, where we love people that can share their journeys, their challenges, how they got over them, so that they can help to inspire others, to let them know that they are not alone. And it's in a holistic, judgment-free space. So, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Great. So my name is Stephen R. Smith. I am the president of the LWN Foundation. We are a resource for leadership and transformation. And yes, I am an E360 TV host, and I'm under Positive Vibrations heading. You can go there and see the Get to Know broadcast. Got one coming up this evening after the show here later today. But thank you so much, Sanet, for inviting me to be on the show. And Laura, it's so very nice to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, my beautiful guest. So I was so excited when both of you said yes. I originally invited four amazing hosts, and the two of you said yes, and I'm so thankful. So I know why I wanted to do the show. So when I started with the Diamond Beauties Forever group more than 4 years ago, the first week I started the Power Hour show. So we started in the 1st of August, or August the 1st. I must remember, for Americans, I have to change it around August the 1st, 2021. I started with the Diamond Beauties. And that first week, I had my Power Hour. We just call it a Power Hour, and we had it on Zoom, and I had three ladies to come and tell their stories. So actual fact, the Power Hour is already more than 4 years old. Every week I brought somebody to come and share their story. Through their stories, they're changing other people's lives. And then I upgrade myself, and I called myself the Power Hour Show, and I made my banners and everything, and more advertising, more beautiful. And then I was bestowed an amazing gift from beautiful Oren to say, you will gift me 12 episodes on E360, and if I love it, then I can decide to join. So then my Power Hour then changed to Power Hour TV show. And I am doing it since January 2022. I tell you, my beautiful ones, I love being a host. I love selecting my guests. I am excited. Somebody said, but Sanet, you cannot be excited all the time. But I am. So today, I am so excited to have both of you. So my long story, to make it short, my question to you both, and I will start off with you, Laura. Why your show? Why? For you personally? And when did your show started? And how did you get to the concept of your show?
Okay. So I will keep this as brief for you as possible.
Well, you can tell us. You don't have to be brief.
Okay.
All the beans. All the beans.
If anybody would have ever thought I was going to be doing a show or talking in front of people, I would have told you no way. I was always the one shaking. I don't even like giving speeches in front of in front of classes. But I lost my husband over 20 years ago now. I'll actually be 21 years in December, and been through a lot. Going through that, and I learned a lot. And I also learned that, self-care is not selfish. It's essential for a healthier you. Between the moving and being able to move here to Missouri and actually find and realize who I really am, and I'm not trying to fit in somebody else's mold or box. I've always had a lot of support and stuff from my family, but it's that community and stuff that you have is really, really important. And so when I started getting more active online, I created the White Sands Self-Care Community. And when I did that, I started doing little interviews with people because, I think when you can hear from a person what they've been through, what they do, and how they help others, you can resonate better with them than seeing some profile picture. This is what I do. Connect with me. Everybody kept calling it a podcast. I said, it's not a podcast, just an interview. It's just an interview. And I tried to keep them short. Some of them 15 minutes, some of them went to an hour. And then one of the business groups that I had belonged to when I was in Denver was how I had met Julianne. And she had asked me if I had ever thought about having a TV show. No, I hadn't. And at the time I had just lost my father, so I wasn't quite ready to dive into that. So I did start it in rather a unique way, because then a month or so later, Dawn Livingstone, who was also in that group in Denver, who also moved out of Colorado, got a hold of me and said, "Hey, I got something I should talk to you about." She said, "What do you think about having a TV show?" And I'm like, "Oh, you talked to Julianne." I know who she had talked to. And some time had gone by, and I'm like, well, why not? Because I had people requesting to be interviewed. They loved the format. They loved to get the information. I didn't have a lot of subscribers, but even that channel with only 61 subscribers, I've got a gentleman has a video that has over 500 views. They just absolutely love them, and it spreads. So it's not always about the number of subscribers. It's about
Right.
connections and the way people connect you. So that's when I came up with Mindful Mondays, because it's about mindfulness. And like Stephen, I am all about positive vibes, energy. And I didn't have that in Colorado. Love my family to death. But for me, that environment and the way Colorado was headed was too toxic for me. And Missouri, I just really got to be more positive, grounded, find out who I am. And I just wanted other people to know that that is possible. To me, it's important to be holistic and judgment free. We are all different individuals. We do not have to agree with everybody. If you don't agree with them, great. Don't watch that one. Don't connect with that person. It's okay to turn it off. You have that choice. There's no need to be nasty, towards anyone. They're entitled to that perspective. And so that's a community that I've been growing and that I protect, for people to be mindful of others.
Mhm.
And I love it. I never thought I'd be here, but, Dawn and I started together as the Voyage to Vitality channel. I was always Mindful Mondays. We started in July 24th of 2023. That was the same year my father had passed away. And now this April of 2025, I got the opportunity to be my own channel and my own show. So instead of Mindful Mondays and Transcend and Succeed being Voyage to Vitality, we get to stand out on our own. So as of April 1st, yes, I picked April Fool's Day. And I I chose that to be my launch date for Mindful Mondays with Laura Cross TV show and channel. And so, yeah, it's all about positive vibes, because I had a lot of support and stuff for family, and family try really hard, but they always think they know who you are or know what you should, it's nice to have other perspectives or just to flat out be supported. And so I like creating that space where people know that they're not alone. There's someone out there that can resonate. I'm not going to say understand, but they can resonate with what they're going through. And I love helping to be able to connect them and hopefully give them people that they can connect to that can help them get through whatever challenge they're going through.
I love it. And
That's so awesome.
Thank you.
I twice had my sunglasses on. Did you see?
I did see.
Thank you, my beautiful Lauren. I was also on your show, so thank you, thank you, thank you. My beautiful Stephen, all over to you. Come, spill your beans, my beautiful one. Spill your
Yes.
beans.
I am very honored to be here. Really looking forward to, and I can definitely identify with having you guys on my show as well. We need quality people, and that's what I do is the get to know broadcast. So that's actually the fourth television show with E360 that I have done, and I started back in, I don't know exactly when. Let's just say this is my story. In 2017, I said, I am going to go public. I had no idea what that meant. I did that so that I could have my sister on TV. I thought, oh, get her on TV. Then she'll get, we'll be so busy, right? Because it's a family business that I started in 2006. And I thought, well, let's get her on TV. Little did I know that I would be playing her commercials on television, right? And so that's kind of where it went. But so I did video for a year before I started doing a live video, and that was the Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe. Wake up first thing in the morning, welcome in a brand new day, and whatever like struck me. And normally it was like spiritual type of information. I would talk about that, and then I just like let the sun come up and filming it, and people really loved it. And then that progressed. I did into I think 21. I had the Sunrise Daybreakers. I had Get to Know broadcast, and then I changed it to Get to Know Town Hall. But it wasn't really a town hall, but kind of. It was a community, but we didn't have the ability to talk like you do at a town hall. And then I had the Get to Know, or excuse me, the Ask Dr. Jenny show. And that was a healthcare show. And so what I did, similar to yourself, Laura, is I started naming all the days. And, Affirmation Monday, Empowerment Tuesday, Health and Wellness Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, and Love Friday. And who doesn't love Fridays, right? Most people.
Yep.
So I did a lot of studying. Evan Carmichael is one of my mentors. And he is an educational coach. I watched him go from like 1.8 million followers to like 4 million today. But he teaches people about business and how to do this. And it's like, well, just do it, go live, not necessarily a television show. I don't think he was thinking, but it's like, go live and just do it. And it's like, you can make excuses for your entire life. But that's not going to do anything. That's just going to kind of probably hold you back, because I think taking a chance, overcoming your fears, breaking through barriers, and achieving your goals is the whole idea. I do support the homeless community with the LWN. That is a 501c3, registered here in Sarasota, Florida, 2020, January. So I help the homeless because I was homeless. I made myself homeless as I had to take accountability for that, I never thought about that I would be. And I was. But from homelessness, I decided, I didn't want to just be homeless. I love camping, but I didn't want to make it a lifestyle, right? So I did work my way back into Total Coatings, which is a company that I had started in 2006. And I did these shows. I got sober. It is about transformation. I made a lot of poor choices in my life. And so the stories that I do are interviews with entrepreneurs like yourselves, and then business leaders. And then it evolved into the leadership series. And it's just about helping the homeless. Ultimately, that's what I do with the foundation, but to help people learn things that they didn't know about, hopefully. Well, if you know about it, you're not going to watch, right? And if you don't agree, you're probably not going to watch either. But I just tell people, look, you might not agree with everything that I'm going to say or with the guests' ideas, but it's not about agreeing or disagreeing. You said that, Laura. Everybody has an opinion, and we're all entitled to that opinion. But what it is if you're willing to learn, then we're willing to help. That's the bottom line. It's plain and simple. So I help the homeless, help the mental health community. I'm a chemo buddy with the cancer community, Chemo Buddies for Life. And we're a support group for people that either have had cancer. Doesn't matter the modality that you use. But I have been affected by cancer. I've lost my family members, lost my ex-wife. And so it's all about the stories, like you said, and sharing those stories, because that's what's real and it is authentic. And that's the beautiful part. And, here we are. Thank you.
I couldn't agree more. And I'm glad we have more people, like that are doing those kind of things. So Yeah,
It's
absolutely. And
what's
to me, it's about
important.
being open-minded, right? And whether you think you
Right.
know everything or not, you never know everything. But if
But,
you're open-minded, you
but
can
I
learn
know
a
it all,
different
right?
perspective. You can learn a different
Absolutely.
perspective.
I know about that. Well, we all know things, right? And that's all really well. But if you're willing to learn, I think that's huge because I was just talking with a customer, a customer earlier today, and it's like age is just a number. It's not a mindset, right? Because people can have opinions, and you're entitled to your opinion, but it's okay, and we don't have to hurt each other over our opinions, and that's kind of the important factor. Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely.
And my beautiful host, I also believe that I can stand in front of people and say this, particularly you are enough in so many ways. I can dance, you are enough, I can do so much. But when I get a guest that is a different voice to somebody that really will open to hear you are enough, and my guest can change somebody's life. How incredible. Because ultimately, for me, is to create experiences so that the world can have love, joy, and happiness.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that I know everything, but if you are like both of you said, you are open and you are willing to just listen, maybe there's something that you can learn. So I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful guest. I want to ask you this question. What transformation have you seen in your viewers as a result of your show? So, Laura, I know you can talk about your viewers because of the viewership, and you can talk about your community, your private community as well. Laura?
Uh, well, for me, from what I've seen from people, the more and more people are connecting to others, which is one thing I love to do is connect people, because maybe, if not for me or the show, they might not have, who knows if they would have had a chance to meet that person or get to know about them. So seeing people that are connecting and then it's leading them to other opportunities, maybe to other speaking arrangements or their book or whatever, or just improvements in their health, support, a new community that they can belong to. For me, that is everything. And I love seeing all of that come together with people.
Wow, I love it. And I also want to say thank you for all the people that you have sent to the Diamond Beauties. I have, there is so many. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to see Janice, have a coffee chat, and I'm going to see Valerie, your guest that you had on Monday. Oh, that's going to be here this Monday.
Actually, she
Mhm.
airs in 30 minutes. Her episode airs in 30 minutes. So, yep,
Awesome.
beyond. Yeah.
So excited. So, my beautiful Stephen, for you, what transformation have you seen with your viewers?
Well, what I've seen is community, and that's the thing. I'm not. I don't do this for the fame. I don't do this for the glory. Honestly, the truth is, I do this for God. That's why I do it. Um, I have a job, and I know that that is being a servant for the community. And so I have been able to bring people together. I'm a chemo buddy. That's a wonderful, blossoming opportunity for people to share because particularly people that have experienced cancer, that's traumatic. And they'll tend to isolate. And the fact is that connection through community is important. We have to pull together. And that's what I have seen. I've seen, interestingly enough, people, they like what I'm doing, and that makes me feel good. But like I said, I'm not doing it for how many followers I've got or how many how many commercials I've got or any of that, because what's important to me is the message. And I've been blessed to be able to have very talented people like yourself to be able to share their story and somebody can relate to it. Most times people can relate to it. And from there, the viewers have been very receptive. I'm kind of in the rebuild stage though, because I mean, I had 3 other shows, and then this is number 4. But I mean, I almost quit. I almost quit the whole deal. I was so tired of social media. It was like, oh my goodness, come on. And I dealt with personal family issues that I did not deal well with. Um, and that took me back, honestly, to drinking. And drinking has been my problem all along. And so it's like, thank goodness I quit drinking a year and a half ago, haven't touched a drink or a drug. That's a beautiful thing. Um, so that's the main story. I mean, yes, I was homeless in 2010. But I created that. I've taken accountability, and then I know that the viewers relate to that. And it's just the fact that, you know what? It doesn't matter what we might have done. If you're willing, in my world, if you're willing to accept Jesus as your Savior, and then recognize that He died for our sins, we have no reason to be mad at ourselves or anybody else for what they did, because He gave His life for us so that we didn't have to. Now, not everybody wants to agree with that, and I get that point. I do. Um, I believe, I did a lot of AA, that we need to believe in something, right? You gotta have something, whatever that is, that's higher, stronger, has more ability to cope with life than ourselves. Because left to my own devices, I wrecked my life pretty good. Yeah, I had success, but I sure made a mess of it and hurt a lot of people too. And for that, I can't change anything, but I can apologize to them and let them know I'm sorry and just continue to go forward. The story is what's important. And actually, Friday, very powerful, because the person that tipped me from almost quitting was Joshua T. Berglund, and he was involved with E360 TV, and he has his own production company, and he's doing well, and his whole thing is help the community and particularly young people. That's where we need to focus, is help the youth recognize that there's an opportunity to enjoy your everyday life, and through education, you can do that. And so, yeah, I'm so glad that he was there. He said, Steve, don't quit. And then I started going back, because I mean, I've done thousands of videos, but I started watching my videos, and I was saying, don't quit. So this is what I would say. If you've got a good routine, is where it starts, and you stick to that routine, and then you reinforce that routine daily. It's not like, oh, I fixed it, now I'm okay, now I can go on to the next. No, it's a daily commitment to change, because I almost quit, and yet I did videos that said, don't quit. It's like, holy cow, Steve. Couldn't even take your own advice, because you know why? I felt sorry for myself. So I had to get off my own pity pot. And it's like, come on, get serious. And so that's what I've done. And I'm here. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is. I am so blessed.
Wow. I am, my beautiful Steve, sometimes we are so resilient. And when you say you have a higher power, for me as well.
Dude.
So I just wanted to bring out this special hot glasses. I have to put this on for you, not to give up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now you are on my show. How
Yeah.
incredible! So my beautiful Steve, when I started with all my things, is I also had to learn that I am enough, that my voice matter. And that's the reason why I have started, everything I'm doing. And the first thing I ask on my birthday, June 20th, is, God, I want to have an amazing group of ladies that can
Right.
share each other's celebrations and be there for each other when, the other person or myself is going through a darker time. I've joined quite a lot of groups in COVID time, and a lot of gurus that is giving you shows, and you can, or not shows, but learn something from it. But it's was a lot about money and all that. So I wanted to
Right.
do a loving community. So
Right.
Stephen, everything I do for my two communities, my
Right.
Diamond Beauties and my Tanzanite Heroes. But when
That's
I do
beautiful.
this, I know that God has got a plan, because ultimately He gave me the group's name.
Right.
When I asked Him, He gave me Diamond Beauties. And then after my prayer to Him, I asked Alexa, I don't want to put her name very hard, loudly, because she will start to play the other back. I
Yeah.
asked her to play the next song for me, and then I got God's stamp of approval, because the first song she played after my meditation was
Right.
Diamonds Are Forever from
Yeah.
007, and that's how we got
Right.
Diamond Beauties Forever.
Cool.
But through my experience and seeing how people see, but I am good enough, I am on a TV show. Laura and Stephen, this was my blessings. This is my thankfulness to God. And
Yeah.
every night I can ask my last question, Sanet, that
Right.
you leave your sparkle in somebody's heart and memory for the day. And every day I can say yes, yes, yes. Because I totally believe when you can uplift, if you love yourself unconditionally first, and then you can love anybody else. But if you can show others the same, love
Right.
yourself first and then others, then this place, this world will be magical.
It
So
would.
my beautiful guest, I am going to ask you your next a few questions in a second. I just need to play Ted's beautiful video.
Yeah.
I've done a master class. I've done Ted's book launch. I've
Mm.
done a master class with Ted's book. One of the chapters he turned into a master class. And it was such an amazing experience, and people just want to have more. So I just want to say thank you, Ted, for trusting me, because he didn't know what I'm going to do. I said, just trust me. I will create something spectacular. And the ladies wants more, so I am going to play his commercial, and then we will be back. Just give me a second. Here we go.
When somebody starts talking about money, do you just black out and say, that's not me? Yeah, I get it. Man, I've worked with people all my life with helping them make better money decisions. And I just wrote a book for you. It's a book about my experience helping people who don't like money make better money decisions. Take a look at it. It's available now on Amazon.
Thank you, thank you. So, my beautiful guest, are you ready for a personal
Ooh.
question?
Fire away.
I'll tell. I am just, yeah, wide open. I'm not ready for anything. I'll share whatever. I'm not afraid. I don't have fear anymore. That's a beautiful spot.
That is. So, how do you personally stay in power to keep your show up as light and beautiful for others? Laura?
Well, before I answer that, first of all, I want to say a couple things. I love your new beautiful entrance, and you've inspired me because I'm about to start season 5 and I'm going to change mine up. So you've given me ideas, Sanette. Thank you. And Steve, I am very glad you didn't decide to quit because it is about being real and authentic. Yes, we're positive. We stay in the positive space, but that does not mean that we don't have life that smacks us in the face. And, you know,
Right.
it's all fine and dandy, but a lot of people all worry about showing up all polished and perfect and whatever else. And it's like, that is so overrated, unattainable. And you know what? I don't think it's very relatable. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with being open and authentic. People are either going to resonate with you or not. It just shows that you're human. So I want to say thank you, and I'm glad that you did not quit,
Thank
because
you.
we need more people like you. How do I stay?
Laura,
Huh.
wait for it. I had to go and fetch my biggest glasses for you.
You have got to have the biggest collection of funky glasses I have ever seen, Sanet. I
I've
absolutely
It's
got,
love you
awesome.
for it. I just,
I've,
Totally awesome.
I've got 7 here, but in South Africa, I've got over 30. I even got star glasses. But this one is a cool one. I had to put it on for Stephen. It's my alien glasses.
The
My
alien,
grand
yeah, nice.
my grandson come to me. He said, "Oh
Right.
me, you have to buy the glasses." I said, "Oh wow, it's alien." He said, "Oh me, you're gonna let the ladies have a beautiful laugh if they look at you."
Right.
I'm sorry, Laura. You are
no,
welcome.
you're fine. You're fine. I love those too.
Yeah.
Um, no, so I guess for me, I mean, for me to stay grounded in anything, I always take that time to get up and walk away and just go outside, enjoy my birds, my critters that I feed and everything. And sometimes I do that to regroup before the show. But you can have a lot of things hitting you and making it very challenging. But the guests that I have on the show and the people that I have connected with and met all over the world, they just wash that completely away. And you just are so glad that you did it when it's done. And it's the bright spot of my day, whether it's meeting them before the show or, hey, let's record. I've had ones that come on, they're like, oh my God, they're so nervous. I'm like, look, we've already chatted for 45 minutes. 56 is really not that long. It'll go by quicker than you think. Just look like you and I are chatting. Don't worry about, everything else. But yeah, it's really the people, because for me it's about the people and the guests and the connections. So even if I'm not feeling so hot, I know the person that I have coming on is going to have something fantastic. And sometimes it's just the energy, and you get to pick up on their energy, and it can just turn your whole day around. So yeah, for me, it's the guests, it's the people, it's connecting with them no matter what goes on. And even if I'm not up, I've had people reach out to me and message me to say, hey, how's it going? Because they'll know things are going on. We all have things going on. But yeah, to know that people are appreciating it, things are growing, and they love the space that I've created and the things that I am trying to do, and more people. I always said, even if it reached just one person, then I've done my job. So it's,
Yeah.
you can help change the world one person at a time. It's unrealistic to think, oh my God, we're going to flip a switch and make everybody change. We've been
Right.
going through stuff for years. It's going to take a long time, but I do truly believe that we can do more together. And that is my motto for my Mindful Mondays, is together we can do more. So I love having all those like-minded, lovely souls on, and we cover everything. It's not all woo-woo space. Everybody keeps calling it woo-woo. And I'm like, you know what? It's not all woo-woo. It's business.
Right.
Whatever, because if you're off in one area, you are off. So mindfulness,
Right.
self-care plays a part in everything you do in every aspect of your life. So it covers a lot of different things, and I just take them as they come. But yeah, I love having them on, and I love being able to especially help work with people that have never gotten a chance to get themselves out there, want to get themselves out there, in order to start. Because I have had people that have been there for me, like you have, that helped us maybe when we were struggling. It wasn't quite in the budget. And if I can pay that forward and help somebody else to get that spot,
Right.
absolutely, let's do it.
That's so awesome. I mean, everything I think happens for a reason. That's why we're all here together. Um, it is exciting. It is beyond my understanding. And I had to recognize that I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to have them. And when you do, and this is my favorite thing to do, amazingly, is be on the shows, do the education. Yes, is it for business purposes? Kind of, because you can apply some of this to business. But it is the connection of the guests. And amazingly, I just have been pretty successful at putting out good quality content. And yes, I questioned myself. It's like, oh, that was terrible. It sucked. And it's like, but you know what? I go back and I look at it and I go, wow, I did that. It's like, okay, because yeah, you can have anxiety, but it's about the connections. It's about the opportunities, the people that we meet. We learn from them. They learn from us. Maybe business opportunities come because, yeah, somebody has to pay for this stuff. It truly, they do. And so that's where commercials come in and having sponsorships. And I just know that if I just keep on going, everything is going to be just fine. And so positivity is super important. And it's not easy to be positive all the time. I mean, we're human, right? So things happen, but it is perspective. And when you say, well, you start asking yourself the questions. Does this really affect me? Is this just me being hurt by somebody else's thing? It's like, well, that's because you owned their opinion of you. And that's not the right thing to do. In my world, it's just not, because we are who we are. We can all make good decisions. Stay positive. Good decisions that help us move forward and help the community, because that's what it is. It is about helping the community. You said pay it forward. Just did the show on pay it forward. I mean, when we help the next guy and do that randomly, it creates so much joy. It creates joy. It's very touching to me because, I've been on both ends. I paid it forward, and I had it paid forward to me when I was homeless. And it's like, wow, it makes me feel good. It makes the other person feel good. And when we both win, that's the beautiful part, you know?
Yep. I was going to say, when I have no anxiety anymore, thanks to people. It's like once I
Yeah.
ditched the perfectionism and I told people I am perfectly imperfect, you're either going to resonate with me or you don't. You know what? It
Yeah.
makes life a whole lot easier.
Isn't
And
it?
some of those, if I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes when you are critical and you think, oh my God, that was really horrible, or I did this, you wind up with the most freaking views.
Well,
So I
yeah.
think people can resonate with the fact that, hey, we're human. I always tell people, yes, I pre-record mine, but act like
Yeah.
it's live because I am not going to edit it and fix it. This is going to be
Right. Well,
authentic. So
see?
unless it's something major, power outage, whatever, I am not spending time editing
No.
it. It's going to be what it is because that's what it was meant to be.
And, and I do live broadcasting. And so I hadn't gotten used to doing the taping and stuff. I put people off for a long time now, to do the taping thing. And, I'm just learning. That's the whole thing. Everyday learning, learning how to edit, learning how to do this, learning how to do that. Because if I ever have to teach anybody how to do what I'm doing, I have to know it first. I mean, it always helps to know instead of oh, you do it like this. Yeah, it's like, come on, that's not very kind. But kindness, compassion, understanding. I always go back to a big book, and I say, page 417, acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. When I think that there's a problem with a person, place, thing, or situation, I have to recognize that it wasn't that person, that place, that situation. It was me, in my opinion. And when I take that and I say, okay, it's not them, it's me. What can I do to make me better? And that's all I do is try and make every day better. you know,
I love it.
it's
I
fun.
love it.
It's fun.
So,
you know.
so my beautiful ones, as I explained to you, this was my first time change in New Zealand because in South Africa we don't have time change. But before every show, I love to dance with my song. My forever song is called Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. And I do most of my recordings 5 a.m. because currently I'm a full-time granny I'm looking after my grandson. He's on the 2nd of October, and I know when the show is coming out, it was his birthday already. I do record my shows as well, my beautiful Laura, because I cannot, when my show is, I cannot be with them because then I am doing granny stuff or
Yeah.
nanny stuff. So for me, being with him and looking after him and staying in New Zealand for 7 months was incredible. I will be going home on November the 20th. So for me, dancing, even just before 4:30, I will be dancing a storm in the bathroom and get all my things ready. And that, my beautiful ones, is my go-to. I do everything with dancing and movement. So I love that. So my beautiful ones, we are almost finished with our show.
Yeah.
Laura, can you please tell the viewers when is your show, how to connect with you, and the same with you, Stephen. And then I hope we will have a few more minutes left. We
Yeah.
need to have a dance out. We're gonna dance out, and then. But I also want to use my paparazzi pen for your
Yes.
golden nuggets. So, my
Awesome.
beautiful Laura, tell us about your show. Invite my viewers to your amazing show. Please,
Yes.
please, please.
Absolutely. So Mindful Mondays with Laura Cross is at 1 p.m. Central Time, which is in like about 7 minutes Central Time, or it'd be 11 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern time frame. So it's every Monday. You can connect with it either through the E360 TV. I should fall into a lot of different genres. I'm on Arion TV network and everything, but a quick way too is my YouTube channel, which you can just go at Mindful Mondays with Laura Cross. And then you can connect with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, my website, whitesandselfcare.com. Reach out because I'd love to talk to people. I'd love to talk to people about having them as a guest. You're always welcome to give me feedback. If there's someone in particular you want to be connected with, hey, I'd love to try and connect you. So yeah, just reach out. I'm happy to connect.
That's
Thank
so.
you. Stephen?
Well, you can watch my show. Right now, I'm doing it twice a week. I'm doing it Mondays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be changing next season, and next season starts January 2. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Get to Know broadcast. You can go to E360 TV Network, e360tv.com, under Positive Vibrations, the Get to Know broadcast. I am on multiple social media platforms. You can send me information at info@stephenrsmith.org, and that's Stephen with a PH, by the way. You can check me on YouTube is probably the best thing. I am on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I'm just working on getting it out there. But it's a matter of timing. And you talked about self-care, and it's so important. But so I have a regular full-time day job, and then it's a pretty full-time job to have a show, and it's like, so I got two full-time jobs there. And so, yeah, having some balance is really important. And you can go to my website. It is Stephen R. Smith, StephenRSmith.org. And that's the website. And you can send an email from there, as a matter of fact. Check out my blogs, Facebook. I try to keep it all the same. Stephen R. Smith. That's who I am. Stephen R.
Beautiful.
Smith, 4175. That's the Facebook. Or that's the YouTube, excuse me, and the Facebook. Oh, gosh.
So
Crazy. Thank you.
I want to let the viewers know, my beautiful viewers and Diamond Beauties and Tanzanite Heroes, please check below in the show notes. The details is there. So my beautiful ones, are you ready for your golden nugget? So
Okay.
Laura, what is your golden nugget?
What you do should light you up. If it doesn't, then you really need to take another look at what you're doing, because life is too precious to spend your life doing what other people think you should do and not doing what you should be what you're meant to do.
Wow, amazing. Are you ready for paparazzi? Where's my glasses? Just give me 1 second.
I
Here
had
we
no
go,
glasses there, but there you go.
That's so awesome.
She's got
Oh,
all the toys. She's got all the toys. She's
Yeah,
got all the toys.
really. It's like, oh yeah, take a
my
picture.
beautiful
Oh,
Stephen,
thank
what
you.
is your golden nugget?
You know, that's a really good question. It truly is, Sanet. That's the first time I've been asked that one. So, what is my golden nugget? My golden nugget is that my whole focus is that we are the light in the darkness. You know, we can shine the light in a dark place, and we are a leadership for transformation. That's
I
what we
love it.
do.
Are you ready for paparazzi?
Paparazzi, yes.
Here we go.
That's so awesome. I'm
Wow.
gonna try to get my camera going. We can get some darn pictures. I am going to tell all my friends and all the guests, and I'll tell them all about you. And I will have you both on to my show. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for having me here.
Thank you,
So
my
yeah,
beautiful one.
paparazzi, right?
I also take a few screenshots. I will be sharing that with the both of you. So, my beautiful viewers, guess what? I know deep in my heart you laughed every minute of the show. Thank you so much for your time. Here is a big hug from me. But first of all, I need to ask my guests if they would love to have a dance, but I will never forget all of you. I'm going to ask you in a minute. Can you wait for me? Thank you. My beautiful Laura, my beautiful Stephen, would
Yeah.
you love to have a dance with me? Wah, wah. My beautiful viewers, I'm back. I'm back. I've got permission from my guests to have a dance. Would you love to have a dance with us? Laura and Stephen, they said yes. Here we go.
Hmm. Okay.
Woohoo!
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to
Bye
eagles,
bye, everyone. Bye
oh, there's
bye.